Hello everyone, it's Hannah from Hannah's Decodes. I hope you're all well and happy or content in some way or another. I just thought I've been writing a few notes down of things that have come to mind that I thought would be nice to share, and then I'll also mention and perhaps do a healing and creative healing meditation on some things I've been looking at as well. So I just thought I've talked about how I've had a meditation a while ago about the placenta being, and the placenta that's, part of your mother and part of you and attached to a baby's belly button, how that is almost the blueprint for our reality that we inherit, that's how you say, in a way, from our mothers. And it's really sort of hit home how if we start practicing our belief system and wanting to really iron out any kind of negative belief systems we have that are really affecting our lives in a negative way, and that might be issues with a whole range of things, abundance, relationships, whatever. We are setting up the future generation to not inherit a whole lot of junk. Well, not junk, they're lessons, I suppose, that we've had to learn. And so it'd be a nice way for us to clear the path a little bit so that we've learnt the lessons and we don't have to be in this cycle of the next generation learning the lessons, and we're all kind of stuck in this karmic cycle of coming back and learning the hard lessons. And perhaps by us clearing our belief systems, similar lessons for the future generation might be learnt in a different kind of way, and it might be less traumatic. So I thought that was a really nice thing to think about and contemplate on. And another thing, I think I've mentioned that I've obviously listened to Bashar, and if you don't know who Bashar is, it's probably good to look him up. And I think once you start looking at things on Instagram, they just keep popping up on your feed all the time. So I keep getting little messages, and I've known about him for years and years and years, but never really listened to him greatly. But things keep popping up that really resonate. So I just thought I would share this one that he mentioned. So he didn't say this in this way, but it made me think of this. It was something along these lines. It made me think of when we feel loneliness, and when we feel alone, we're never really alone, because on a soul level we're connected to everything. And Basha was just describing how we never leave heaven or the spirit realm. This is kind of a dream, and we're just living this dream and life, but we can't remember where we're from, and that we're actually still there. We just keep projecting into our physical world to live these experiences and learn from them. So I thought that was quite nice. And I was thinking, how was this? Remember the connection we have on our soul. So I was thinking, I feel like our belief system inhibits or accelerates our connection with our soul. Sorry, excuse me. So I really feel like at the moment, for me, tackling my belief systems and the ones that I would like to shift into a more positive kind of frequency, it's really important for me to do that at the moment. So I just thought I'd share things that are important for me, and usually I'm feeling into that things that are important for me may benefit other people, because we're all kind of pretty similar in so many ways, and this physical world have similar things and issues we'd like to resolve. So that was another thing I was looking at, and that sort of moves a little bit into the meditation that we will do in a minute. And so I touched on we never leave the spirit world. And I was just thinking that, I think he also mentioned this, or maybe I just picked it up, that future versions of ourselves, hang on. Oh yeah, so one thing he said, maybe it wasn't even Basho, maybe it was somewhere else, and I've heard it many times, but one of our aims in this ascension that we're in is to be in the physical and be in this very, very physical state, but have absolute connection with our soul self and our creative source consciousness, and to be in a place of, almost like when I do that breath of love and light, just to be in that constantly, that breathing in love and light, and that's your natural breath, and that's almost your natural existence. So I thought that's a nice thing, or a nice future to think about, and perhaps see if it resonates with you, and that may be a spiritual goal for some of you. I think it is probably for lots of people, but we don't really think about it or recognize it. So I thought that was nice to touch on too. So I have notes, because otherwise I miss things. I think, oh, I didn't say that last time. So I thought during the week I've been doing meditations where I look at different ailments I have around my body. And you may not have ailments or uncomfortable feelings, or you can just tune into your body and see if you have discomfort or a recurring pain within your body for whatever reason, whether it's an injury or just something you've I don't know, something that's popped up for unknown reasons. And I thought, my understanding is that our bodies, and I'll backtrack a little bit. The last few meditations we've been doing, where we go into our universal body through our belly button, we kind of traverse our bodies as if it's a universe. That, in a sense, is to remind us of our expansiveness and our unlimitlessness, and how our consciousness is connected to this expansive consciousness that never ends and has infinite possibilities. So I think that's a nice thing to do. But I've been doing that, and I've also been doing just focusing on I've been doing that, entering my internal universe, and I've also just been focusing on areas of my body, perhaps energetic bodies as well, and really just breathing in love and light to particular areas, and recognizing an emotional belief behind particular pains and areas. So I'll give an example, so you guys are kind of finding out all my secrets, because I think it's a really nice way to share knowledge, is by personal experience. So I don't know if it's too much information for you guys, but you're learning about all my ailments and everything. But I hurt my neck years ago body surfing. I love to body surf in waves and stuff. I love the beach. And I was dumped on the top of my head, and I felt my neck kind of crack. And I should have probably gone to the hospital, but I didn't. And I woke up during the night, and I was kind of nauseous and stuff. And then it just started to heal itself. But since then, I've always had a funny, stiff neck. And I've been, the last week, looking at that pain and what is that about. And even though it did occur partly from an accident, I've sort of had stiff necks along the way anyway. So I thought I'd look into that emotion, and I got the words pain in the neck that people and experiences that, they're saying, he's such a pain in the neck or something like that. That kind of feeling of people and burdens and experiences that are a pain in the neck, that really resonated. And I didn't want to go into nitty-gritty detail about, perhaps it's this person, perhaps it's that experience. I just sort of recognized the whole emotional kind of wording and feeling behind it. And then just I actually went into my body, and not so much the universal body, but I just got to the area of my neck and started breathing in light and love. And it's actually, it's improved greatly, but it's because I think our human nature, there's so many layers and so many experiences that underlie these feelings. I feel like it's something I'll be doing a few more times, just to sort of experiment and see how it goes. And another ailment I had is a pain in my left foot and on my heel, and it almost felt like, I don't know, bone spur or something. I don't know if that's what they're called. And I really focus on that, and that's just gone. So when I've been walking, it's kind of been quite uncomfortable, and then it's sort of my foot warms up and it feels better, but that's just totally gone. So that's a really positive thing for me. And I just feel like our belief systems are really the key to what's going to get us to the place we want to be. And that, like I said before, that being in the physical and having total connection to our higher consciousness, our soul, source consciousness, whatever you want to call it, and being in the physical would be extraordinary. I think that would be amazing. So that's something I would like to achieve, and by doing that, perhaps changing some of my belief systems along the way that are hindering me from totally getting there. So it's a nice thing to do. And I think the love and light breath is, like I said before, a breath that perhaps we might, if we keep using it, perhaps that will become almost a natural thing, that we're in that rhythm and naturally doing that all the time. Every breath is filled with love and light and healing energy. So I thought we'd, if you would like to, we'll do a creative healing and get into a comfortable place. And you might notice I've found a place where the cockatoos, in Australia we call cockatoos cockies. We seem to shorten names of most things for some reason. I don't know if we get hot and lazy in summer and we just want to shorten words. So the cockies aren't here, and it's quite peaceful. So I think this might be the place I'll come, because it's just a little bit quieter. The cockatoos screeching. And the last video I did, they were just going off, and there were planes, and it was like, what is going on? And as soon as I packed up, it was silent. It was just, anyway. So maybe we needed cockatoo medicine or something to help us along our way. But here comes an aeroplane. I can't remember there being aeroplanes flying over here. But anyway, so get into a comfortable position, feet flat on the ground if you can, hands in your lap, palms up if that's comfortable, and just start those nice, deep, gentle belly breaths, filling your body up with love and light. And I also like to include loving kindness. I think that's a nice energy, words that have a good energy behind them. So filling your belly up with love and light, and just getting that cycle of breathing happening and pushing that love and light to every extreme of your body. either into your universal body through your belly button, or just be a ball of light and go into your physical body and feel into areas that may be a little bit uncomfortable, a little bit painful, or maybe areas that might bring up some words that could help you start just really pushing that love and light breath into that area, and we'll do a creative healing. If you'd like to continue on with the meditation, just pause here. So I was going to mention with my foot, the word or the phrase I got was something along the lines of, the path is painful. So that was interesting. So, and I don't want the path to be painful, and I don't want to have feelings of situations and people are a pain in the neck. So it's, I think it's a really nice way to shift that energy, and it's lovely that we can do it for ourselves. I think that's really important at this time. It's nice to know that we're so powerful and have these abilities and don't have to rely on other people. And I'm not saying sometimes it's necessary and it's a good thing, but these are tools that can really help you anywhere, anytime. And I was also going to say, this is a nice thing to do a little bit if you remember during the day. Just if you're walking, just start to do that breath of love and light and hone in on a particular area in your body and just do some creative healing. And also the term creative healing is it's a phrase that you take and make it your own. Add your touch and other what might work best for you. Tweak it to your sensibilities and what's happening in your life. So I think that's it for today. What else was it? Oh, I'm actually going away to Europe next week, and we've got a whole lot of family stuff happening, so fingers crossed things all line up. We'll definitely be leaving next week, and we're going to Greece and Italy, and I haven't been there for about nearly 37 years. So when I went there last, I was backpacking and sleeping in youth hostels with bed bugs and stuff. So this will be nice. We're staying in Airbnbs, and it'll be really nice. So looking forward to that, and that's a month. So I'll do my best to do a few videos over there. I usually do a weekly video, and I don't hone in on a particular day just because my life isn't like that at the moment. I'm hoping that in the future I'll pick a day and I'll put that aside and I'll do it. So it's interesting with spiritual stuff. I find it tricky to say, well, this will come on this day and I'll have all this information and I'll share it on this day. So it comes when it comes, and when I have time to sit down and contemplate and do some kind of meditative focus on particular issues or things that are coming up. So so one day in the future I might have a day I'll say I'll see you next Thursday, but at the moment it's just sometime during the week, and while I'm away I'll do my best to do one a week, but I won't make any promises. So I hope you're all great and enjoy your day wherever you are, and I'll see you next time. Thank you. Bye.